Big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Jesus Christ. It's like they keep telling us they're going to release it day one. Oh, day
we have
one.
a serious case of no one's being arrested homophobia yet.
Well, there's also
Like, what's going on?
What is going on? Also, there's this real fear that someone's destroying the evidence. And you keep hearing these stories, unsubstantiated stories of, FBI people
Where is the
shredding.
evidence? I mean, the guy has like tons of videos and recordings.
Yeah.
I mean, he had all sorts of things.
Right.
Like, there's a mountain of evidence.
Right.
So where's that mountain?
Yeah, where's that mountain? And what would be the reason why they would agree? Like, there would have to be something in it for them to agree to not put it out.
I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem. And he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate because that's billions and billions of dollars. And it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline, combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids. We want to have all. We want to be able to sell everything. And when that was cut, and Congress wanted to cut it, he became a little bit different. And I can understand that. But
Elon Musk just gave Joe Rogan the biggest shock when he confirmed that Trump is on the Diddy-Epstein guest list. And trust it would shock you how many other celebs and powerful people were involved that you never knew about till now. Well, it all started off with one simple move. Elon Musk went on his own TurfX and let a now deleted tweet fly that flipped the entire script he straight up said. Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald John Trump. That one line had the whole platform spinning, but Elon wasn't done. Right below that, he doubled back with another now deleted post that hit just as hard. Mark this post for the future. The truth will come out, and looks like the truth is coming out with Diddy's ongoing trial and the potential of him serving the rest of his life in prison. Word is Diddy is ready to snitch to get a lesser sentence. Now you already know that Diddy was out here recording celebs and other powerful people at his parties without their consent for leverage. And now that everything is crumbling, he is going to name names, and guess whose photo is going viral from one such Diddy events. Yep, Donald Trump looking all smiles with Diddy. And now that Elon and Trump have fallen out, Elon Musk is out here basically confirming what people have been speculating. You don't just drop names unless you're ready to go, Alan. Now here's where the story really picks up. The timing of this tweet wasn't random. Just hours before, Trump had already thrown his own shot during a podcast he did with Charlie Kirk. Trump was already out there calling Musk out, saying he was disappointed that Musk was coming after one of his key bills, a bill Trump claimed Musk was cool with before.
disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem. And he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate because that's billions and billions of dollars. And it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline, combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids. We want to have all. We want to be able to sell everything. And when that was cut, and Congress wanted to cut it, he became a little bit different. And I can understand that. But he knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than all.
Well, Elon took that as a green light and lit it all the way up, but that's just one layer. While all this was blowing up online, real money was getting hit in the background. Musk Tesla stock, it took the worst hit in the company's history the same day. The numbers were wild. 14% drop, biggest one-day fall ever for Tesla. $153 billion and value wiped clean. This doesn't make a lot of sense because according to several media outlets, the financial world started panicking once they heard Trump say this. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Now, if you know how business works, you already get it the moment you start hearing about contracts being cut and subsidies getting pulled. Investors react fast. And this wasn't some casual threat. Trump knew exactly where to hurt Musk, and he took the shot. But Elon had his own game. Right after dropping the Epstein tweet, he moved quick, started cleaning house on X within hours. Musk unfollowed Stephen Miller, Charlie Kirk, and Trump himself. Meanwhile, across the political streets, the Democrats weren't sitting still. They jumped on the wave, tweeting this within an hour: kill the bill and release the Epstein Files then came the next twist that really blew the lid off. Ian Miles Chong, a heavy poster on X, tweeted, "This president versus Elon, who wins my money is on Elon. Trump should be impeached and JD Vance should replace him." Guess what? Musk didn't just like it, he hit that retweet button. That was a move nobody saw coming. So here you had it in plain sight. Musk, who just weeks ago was standing right next to Trump backing him heavy with hundreds of millions in donations, was now saying impeach him. Wild.
Musk is increasing his political donations. The Tesla CEO boosting, adding to his support for Donald.
At this point, people started asking the real questions: what and who exactly is in those files that got Elon this fired up? That's where the Wired investigation comes in. Earlier this year, Wired had done something nobody else had pulled off yet. They cracked open the hidden digital tracks of Epstein Island. And what they found, straight up disturbing. The data told a story: more than 200 phones tracked visiting Little St. James Epstein's private island, over 11,000 unique coordinates with movements mapped to the centimeter. And it didn't just track them on the island, the data followed them before and after, straight to their neighborhoods, workplaces, and travel spots. The crazy part, this data was sitting out there because a broker called Near Intelligence had left it exposed online. This company with ties to the Defense Department had scooped up a driven smartphone data from everywhere between 2016 and Epstein's final arrest in 2019. They had this whole network of devices mapped out, revealing exactly who was moving through that island. And when Wired dug deeper, the movement patterns matched some big money locations: gated communities in Michigan, high-end mansions in Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket, downtown Miami, clubs, sidewalks across from Trump Tower in NYC. Now, Wired was careful with their words. They said there was no verified report of Trump maintaining ties with Epstein after 2008, but with Muse throwing Trump's name into the fire, and with this kind of tracking out, their people were already connecting the dots. And this doesn't make a lot of sense because, according to several sources close to the investigation, the movement data was too precise to ignore. These phones didn't just visit the island and disappear. They went back to very specific addresses tied to elite circles. When they looked wider, there was something else weird: almost no data points from Europe, likely because of their strict privacy laws. But they did find movement linked to visitors from Australia, Cayman Islands, and Ukraine. So now you had a perfect storm. The Wire data was raising big questions. Musk dropped the file bomb on Trump, and the political streets were eating it up. And here's where it got even darker. According to some other sources, Diddy himself might have also been present there. Now, Musk, fully aware of this whole digital trail, wasn't just firing blanks. He had receipts in his back pocket. As the fight kept going, Musk kept pressing the other angle too, calling out Trump's massive spending bill and claiming it would undo the budget cuts his team was working toward. Elon also dropped another line on X that fueled more fire. This bill was never shown to me even once and was passed in the dead of night, and the public wasn't shy about weighing in. Musk floated the idea of starting his own political party, and according to several media outlets, over 2 million people responded, with 80% encouraging him to do it. And when Joe Rogan found out about it, he was left completely shaken.
Elon and Trump seem to be in a bit of a spat. Joe, can check the tweet that Elon put out a little bit ago.
Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Jesus Christ.
I'm not participating in any of that conversation.
What is
between
he?
Elon
Have a nice day, DJT. So much did get phone away.
They're going back and forth about different things.
Yeah. Listen,
Well, he said he was disappointed in Elon.
They just want to leave.
Jesus Christ, that's a crazy thing to say. How does he know? Does he know that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files? Or does he have access to the Epstein files?
I don't know how he would, but I'm just staying out of the Trump-Elon thing. That's way outside
What
that
the
lane.
f*** are they doing?
I know my lane and that ain't.
I just don't. I mean, I understand he owns Twitter. I think it's bad for your mental health. I think posting things public all day and arguing with people all day.
And while Joe Rogan wasn't in the direct mix during this wave, it's kind of weird that the whole world of celebs and influencers started chiming in. This one post had everybody on alert. Remember, Rogan had already talked with Musk about Epstein's network on air in the past.
Epstein files?
Yeah, what's up with that?
What is up with that? It was like,
Yeah.
it's like Lucy in the football with Charlie Brown. She always pulls that football away. It's the same thing. It's like they keep telling us they're going to release it day one. Oh, day
Yeah, we have a
one.
serious case of no one's being arrested homophobia. pull this off? Like, what is going on?
What the f- is going on? Also, there's this real fear that someone's destroying the evidence, and you keep hearing these stories, unsubstantiated stories,
Yeah.
of FBI.
Well,
people
where is the
shredding.
evidence? I mean, the guy's got like tons of videos and recordings.
Yeah,
I mean, he had all sorts of things.
right,
Like, there's a mountain of evidence.
right.
So where is that mountain?
Yeah, where's that mountain? And what would be the reason why they would agree? Like, there would have to be something in it for them to agree to not put it out, right? Like, there has to be some sort of financial entanglement, some sort of relationship with the people that are on that list.
Yeah.
That they can provide a value that was big enough for you to not release it, or to slow release it, or to hope you can get away with like putting out some redacted files that don't show anything.
Yeah.
This is only
a whole bunch
stage
of
one.
redacted.
Only stage one. Don't worry, the real stuff's coming. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why wouldn't you just release it all? Like, what?
Yeah.
What could possibly be
Well,
worth protecting in there?
I mean, I think I've got probably the same information that. I mean, I'm just reading what's the latest thing on the X. You know, just looking at my
It's all
X feed,
amazing.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
Now, watching Musk drag Trump into this mess, the shock was real, one user said. So Elon is now admitting that he worked for someone he knew was complicit in all these crimes. Another user said, Rogan's reading that as if it's new news, everyone already knows Trump was a frequent flyer on the Lolita Express. While another said, these two men are egomaniacs, this relationship was never going to work, another person added. Amazing how quickly Joe Rogan turned on Elon, a guy he's lauded as a genius and a friend for years. The second he criticized Trump, he immediately turned it into Elon having a phone addiction, lol. Bottom line, this was no internet argument anymore. The Musk-Trump war had gone global, and these files might just be the start. Let's get your take on it. Who's implicated, and what's the real story? Here, dive into the comments below. We're itching to hear your thoughts. And if you're all about hard-hitting exposes and no holes barred, troops, stick around, subscribe, tap that bell, and check out the next big drop right now.